Hello, this is Art George Smith from the United States, and we are answering automotive questions.
Automotive. You know, there's never enough questions you can ask about automotive, but today we have a few select questions that we'd like to answer.
Our first question comes from Atlanta, Georgia, from a guy named George Hereo. We're ready for you online.
Hello, my name's George Hereo, and I want to know why my injectors don't work on my gasoline engine.
Well, that could be a lot of reasons. For one, your psychromatic injector is not possibly interfering with the Hereo Myro injector.
I'd say on an injector, the best thing you can do is lubricate, right? Lubricate. Injectors need good penetration in the first place, right? And they need to squirt. Now, if your gasoline ain't providing fuel, then your engine ain't got something to eat. Okay? So the combustion chambers of the engine need fuel.
Yes. And that also interferes with the cohesive magnobulator, which it runs with the master computer of the flux capacitor, which ends up, if you do not have that correct, it ends up being 1.03 instead of 1.04, which, it depends on the later models of the, of the vehicle.
Yeah.
That should fix your problem.
Well, it's a 1982 Honda, and it's a diesel engine, I think.
Diesel.
Okay,
We were talking about gasoline, now we're on diesel. We got a whole new story here. I'm thinking the accelerometer on the sink shaft beneath the aft pylon needs a little bit of tweaking. Move it to the left, to the right, sort of in a longitudinal manner, as to sink the hell out of every shock absorbing master cylinder in that bitch, right?
Yes. And if you do not torque down the springs properly, if you do not do that correctly,
bullshit.
Well, I talked to a guy, and he said adjust the torque in the carburetor on the valve lifting tappets. Would that have anything to do with it at all, sir?
It has absolutely nothing to do with that. If you
those Hondas are weird cars.
If you torque down the muffler bearings, you will end up being completely correct on the complete right way to making your engine run correctly.
A lot of it has to do with cotter pins. Okay. You stick the cotter pin in the hole and bend both areas sideways, like spreading something,
Is it kind of like peanut butter and jelly? Because I sure do love peanut butter and jelly. And of course, watermelon.
You should have said that during our conversation about lubrication, okay? We're on a different subject. We're not about carbohydrates and fats and lipids and shit. We're talking about real lubrication, okay? Like,
synthetic.
JF80-2, for instance. Common lubrication found in Hydrotex filters.
Does that have to do with anything with polyurethane filters?
Yes. Well, and to answer your question properly, yes. To torque down the muffler bearings would be the correct way to go. To fulfill your
Yes.
Are you sure you guys have worked on any Hondas? Because this sounds like something that Ford would come up with.
We have worked on so many vehicles. It is outrageous. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our second caller.
It's just funny he asked that.
Oh hell, I think I'll go drink some malt liquor.
Okay.
Oh, what is that? We got another call coming in, folks. We got another call. This one is gonna be from Ackley, Iowa. Okay, Ackley, Iowa. What is your name, sir or ma'am?
Oh, it is Ron Jameson from Ackley, Iowa.
And what is your question?
My tractor doesn't run very good. It's a Massey Ferguson from about 1962.
Well,
Bad year. Bad year.
Yes.
God, the tires. Terrible. I've never seen a tire so bad in my
Now wait, sir, you don't know what you're talking about. Are those bias?
You called us. You called us.
Hold on. What is your problem? What is not happening?
Well, the spark plugs aren't sparking, but I can't find the sons of bitches. Because I don't know if they made gasoline engines then, but I'm pretty sure they did.
They didn't.
And the blade just doesn't douse snow like she used to.
You know what? They didn't.
Get
back
a new
then,
tractor.
wait. Back then, they ran off of kinetic energy. That means that it ran off of rays of the sun, which is somewhat like solar energy, but not as good. Now, if you adjust the frequency in the vehicular manual.
Are you sure you know what you're talking about?
I know exactly.
Daddy told me about this, and I don't think you know.
Magnetic brake.
Yes. If you adjust the vehicular manual in the magnetic brake, you will end up coming up with a 1.03.
Well, daggnammit, talking something I understand. I ain't no college degree professor guy.
You were having trouble with power. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, the spark plugs aren't sparking in my diesel motor.
Get a solar rechargeable viscous dampener.
What the hell is that?
It funnels energy through fluids in your engine, causing more pressure on the aft portion. When the aft portion is hot, you'll notice that you have more flow, right? And when your cylinders are needing that extra fuel for, let's say, drilling, or let's say summer follow.
Yes.
You'll have that extra energy.
Well, I'm interested in soybeans because that's what I farm.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going for soybeans, I would definitely progress in the to the well, it kind of depends. Are you on the yeah, it may possibly.
Focus, fellers. I can't tell what you're talking about, goddammit.
Are you under the F or the C series of the vehicular manulator?
I think it's a B. I ain't sure because I ain't very good at
if you're
vehicular man shit and all that stuff, but I don't know.
If you're under the B, that means it's the older model, which means that the solar vehiculator back in the combustion chamber is not quite what it needs to be. Now, see, what you need to do is to adjust the Lambo-Limo, which is underneath the hub configurator.
I don't know what you're talking about, young man.
Well, you need to read your instruction manual.
Could you possibly send me one of those? Because I didn't get one back in that day.
We can. We can have our operators stand by. Our operators are standing by 24/7 to answer questions.
What was your phone number again?
You just called us. Look on your fucking speed dial.
Bonus 1867 bonus. Is that right?
That is all we have time for today.
I'm not done here, young man.
What did you say now? 167 bonus?
I thought that's what you guys said on your operating line.
Number. Now, if you call that number at any time, you will come in contact with one of their operators, who will instruct you on how to operate.
Well, that there lady didn't speak any English. I had a hell of a time getting in here.
You will run into that a lot. We hire a lot of illegal immigrants.
Learn Spanish.
Yes.
Well, they're in our country. I don't understand.
They're not in our country. We hire out of country to increase profits. Correct?
This ain't helping me with my tractor, you young man.
Shows when they're supposed to fucking end.
Yes.
Oh,
we also
are you trying to give me a hint there, mister?
And that's all we have for today.
Whatever, feller. Goodbye.
All right, this is the Andrew, or the this is our show, and
Fuck you guys. You don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up, sir.